And welcome to week 9 of PMALCS. And we are live. Hello. Uh, Join with me here is Ganwian. And it is me, Hey Listen, formerly known as Wheels on the Bus. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
So, looking at this game, SVT versus PAW, I think it's gonna be a pretty good looking game here. I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. It's gonna be a pretty important game for Paul, I believe, to get themselves onto that playoff contention. So I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. This will actually be a pretty important game for Paul, as well as SVT, to so that they can really secure that their spot in the playoffs. Okay, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a good game either way. Uh, the uh, uh, brain just stopped working. The SVT um, have has a really strong team with Vitatis and then on probably on with Vitatis and Torpedo. But there's that famous shot calling of Violet Sociocat that they're gonna have to deal with as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think overall they're both looking to be pretty good looking teams. Pod struggled a little bit, but I believe they with their current setup they might be able to find their place on the spot. I think having the right roster rotations I think will really help them. So we'll see how this turns out. And we're seeing the ready check from them, so I'm just gonna go straight to the ready check, and we are ready as well. So let's see what bands comes out. I'm assuming there's gonna be bands towards Violet Sociocat as well as Vitaldus, so we'll see. As I tell them, we are stream is R. Stream is R. So let's see. So I'm actually wondering what kind of band's gonna be thrown with Chad Penguin actually subbing for StarCraft, presumably going top lane because they're subbing for StarCraft. But we'll actually see where Chad Penguin ends up being.
What does Chat Penguin usually play?
Chad Penguin, Chad Penguin is an ADC main that is in denial about being an ADC main. He wants to be a top laner, and he does play top lane quite well as well. His main signature champion in the top lane, he never gets it unfortunately, is Garen.
Of course, of course. Now I will say, if I recall correctly, I think they've had StarCraft doing some ADC work in the past, during the split, haven't they?
Maybe like once.
Hmm.
OP went mid once, I believe. OP puppy. Now it's the
SV.
OP puppy. And we see the Vladimir ban against Violet Sociocat. She actually has been showing pretty strong sightings of that Vladimir, so pretty smart. And then we see the Olaf ban coming in against Vitaldus Didius. Very scary champion right now. This can just run at you with no CC, just runs at you. And then we see the Vayne banned against Chad Penguin. We don't want to see Chad Penguin on that Vayne. No, we don't want. They don't want to risk it. They don't want to risk that Chad Penguin Vayne. And then we see the Lucian banned against Super Kami Guru. His most well-known AD carry besides Ezreal, that scary Lucian. Known to be pretty dominant with that champion, so that's a pretty smart ban. And then we see that Nasus banned away from Chad Penguin. Very smart ban considering the late game scaling that both Vayne and Nasus has. So pretty smart ban by SVT. And then last ban is the Scion from Tank Field Juice. main signature tank champion. So that's actually going to be pretty interesting to see. And then we'll see what the first pickup of the game is. And I'm assuming, yep, there's the cow pickup coming, Alistar pickup coming in from allergic to milk. You can't milk those because allergic to milk is actually allergic to milk. Anyways, memes aside.
I hadn't heard that one.
Well, allergic to milk can't drink the cow's milk because he's allergic.
Yeah.
And then we see the Morgana pickup, presumably for Violet Sociocat. That's actually a pretty smart pick. Just because of that flex opportunity, Violet Sociocat can play it in the support role or the mid lane. Because we've seen Gert, or Beowulf now, sorry. Beowulf playing in the top lane.
Is Gert?
Beowulf is Gert, correct.
Oh my god. People gotta stop changing their names.
I mean, it's dog themed, okay? It's the Paw Patrol. That's why Opie is the Opie puppy. And then we see Tristana pick up for the Opie puppy. Pretty strong first two picks coming in for Paw.
So who is the Opie puppy?
Opie.
Oh, God. I don't know why I didn't... Okay.
And then we see the next two picks being Shyvana coming in from Super Kami Guru.
Probably for Vitatus. And AP Shyvana is super strong right now.
Actually, Shyvana is Super Kami Guru's preferred jungler next to Lee Sin. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if the Super Kami Guru picked up that Shyvana. And then there's a Zed picked up from SVT, and that's going to be for Vitatus Digius. He's been having some strong sighting on that Zed. So we'll see where this turns out. How this turns out. And then we see the third pickup from Paw. What will it be? It is a Cho'Gath. That's presumably for Chad Penguin, actually. Chad Penguin does play that Cho'Gath.
Doesn't Violet Sociocat play Cho'Gath as well?
Correct, but there's also the Morgana, and Gert does not... Beowulf does not really play Morgana that much. So we could possibly see a Shen ban coming in against Tank Field Juice. Pretty interesting ban, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Ashe ban banned away from the Torpedo. Being the main ADC for the Torpedo, the main comfort pick, I would actually not be surprised if they took away that Ashe. Then SVT's next ban will be probably directed actually towards Barklin99 with a Xin Sao. Pretty smart, actually, with the early gank dominance coming.
So who's Barklin99?
Barklin99 is Urion.
Is who?
Have you ever played with Arion?
No.
Arion, yeah, he's a jungle main. Okay. He also changed his name to fit the team of Paw Patrol. And then we see the Maokai ban away from Tank Field Juice. I don't know about double banning the Tank Field Juice. I mean, there's infinitely more tanks. So I'm not quite sure about this.
They might.
And then the Respect Garen ban from SVT, but there's already a Cho'Gath, so I'm not sure about that one.
Between you and me, as someone who plays Garen, I don't know that I like the Garen ban in any sense. And here's why. In my experience, as a Garen player, if your team is ahead, then Garen is very good. But if your team is behind, then Garen has absolutely nothing to offer the team.
And we see the Kayn pickup coming in from Paw, presumably for Barklin99, and then we see the Ashe that I was talking about. I knew that the Ashe was going to come in, especially considering that the really good utility ultimate with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and then there's also the Hawkshot, and it's just generally a safe pick in the ADC role. So that's a Torpedo on the Ashe, and then Tank Field Juice on the Nautilus top. I really like the Nautilus top just because of he hurts a lot right now because of the increased damage on his Q. And then you just build him full AP. But I'm thinking he's gonna build tank anyways. But even like a tanky AP item will still hurt.
I like the Nautilus pick as well. In fact, I think I may have to pick that up pretty soon, just for fun.
It has a really good lockdown capability with his ultimate and his Q. So I actually do like that pick.
Plus his passive as well.
And then we see Barklin99. Actually, wait. That's Bale. I believe that's. I'm not. Is that? That's Cho'Gath mid. I've been bamboozled.
I wasn't.
I've been bamboozled. Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Respect my authority.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. First, before we continue, I need to switch it over. Actually, no. We'll wait. Yeah. I mean, Cho'Gath mid, full AP Cho'Gath mid is still pretty strong. I just didn't expect. I thought Chad Penguin played that. Oh well. Anyways, what do you think about the team comps for both teams? However,
I have to say, personally, I like the team comp of SVT. With Alistar and Nautilus pulling up tank duty from the front line, with Zed being able to kind of play assassin duty and Ashe and Shyvana putting out steady, massive amounts of damage later in the game. I think they have a really strong team.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was just doing some stream things, some stream setups. Anyways, continuing on, I do really like SVT's comp just because of the point and click ultimate by the Nautilus, followed by Ashe arrows, or vice versa, and then followed up by Alistar engage or disengage as needed, and then we could just clean up as needed, and then Shyvana and Zed is just there to pick anybody out that's out of position. Especially if it's especially against the Morgana or caught out Morgana or Tristana, you could just blow them up. Presumably, sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. Go on.
So presumably, Kayn doesn't go Red Kayn and go Shadow Assassin. Which then, if he goes Shadow Assassin, then he's just gonna one shot the Ashe.
He's gonna have a real hard time going to Shadow Assassin because there's only one ranged champion on the entire team.
You could theoretically just go onto the Zed. You could theoretically.
But Zed counts as a melee, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you mean for the transformation purposes?
Correct.
Oh, for transformation purposes. For transformation purposes, yes, there's only one ranged champion, which is the Ashe. But if you didn't know, once you get your transformation ready, if you wait a couple of minutes, you can actually switch to the other version. If it doesn't work out.
But you still have to get what you need from the, or can you just do it for free?
And before we continue, shout out to RobRod15, Rob, aka Rob, for the Twitch Prime subscription, 14-month subscription in a row, by the way. Good job. Not in a row, but subscribes for 14 months, so we appreciate the subs. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate your patronage. Thank you. Okay, go on. Move on.
By the way, the teams are ready, I think.
Well, no, we're waiting for the torpedo. So we are waiting for the one and only Torpedo, Dad Torpedo, taking care of last minute emergency, but it is all right. I'm just gonna keep talking because I'm just talking to the chat, to the game lobby.
Sure. So my question was for Kayn. Doesn't he still need the stuff from ranged champions to switch over, or once he's got one, he can just switch over willy nilly? I mean, after
no. So if you attack enough melee champions and you're ready to switch over to Red Cane, if you like wait like a couple of minutes, you automatically switch to the different one if you never transformed.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's delayed, but that's still the delayed.
The delayed not transforming for a while, it still hurts, but if the team
that
needs
being
it,
said, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I don't know Kane that well, but wouldn't Red Kane be better against the massive front line that SVT has anyway?
it is correct. That is correct. But if you wanted to go Blue Cane, you could. That's what I'm saying. You still want Red Cane. I agree with you. You still want Red Cane.
I would say let's go with Red Cane. I would go with Red Cane in this situation just because if not, that Shyvana is going to hurt.
Oh, absolutely. And I see the R. So let's start it up, please. Great. They're starting it up. Let's go. Okay. And
I wonder.
You wonder what? Sorry, you cut off just a little bit there. That's all right.
Absolutely livid.
I wonder who's gonna.
You wonder who's gonna what?
Oh man.
Sorry, my stream is going through a little technical difficulty. Just bear with me, please. I can fix it real easy though. Just one moment.
You don't have
Sometimes ending Blitz app just helps, and I think this it did the trick. Hello?
Okay.
Yep, I closed the Blitz app. Hello, we are back.
All right. So yeah, I was wondering who's gonna pick who
Um,
on Paw Patrol because we were kind of curious about what was gonna end, who's gonna do what.
So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure that Beowulf actually picks up the Morgana. I'm actually very intrigued. Beowulf, pretty known for his tank engage supports. I'm actually very happy that Beowulf is picking up some of this mage slash enchanter supports, just because those provide a lot of utilities. If they have a good front line, and it provides a nice flexibility between Violet Sociocat and Beowulf.
They do have a good front line. That being said, I don't like their front line nearly as much as I like SVT's.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I'm just saying
They have more of a bruiser front line as opposed to a true tank front line.
which is fine, especially with Morgana being able to black shield some of the CC, for example, from the Ash Enchanted Arrows, Ash in general, Nautilus in general, the Alistar.
It's only gonna help one person on their team.
Yes, correct. But if you get it on the right person, aka the Tristana, you can essentially peel the Tristana, and then you can go in and ult as well, to either help peel or kite them away with the Dark Binding. So that Morgana, I think, as well as the Cho'Gath, is going to be pretty important and help protect the backline a little bit. And just
I will say that I think them banning the Maokai may have shot themselves in the foot a little bit, because this is my personal opinion. I would say that Jax is a stronger pick against a Maokai than he is against a Nautilus.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Just trying to get to chat right now so I can see any chat requests. So just give me a moment. And I don't want to listen to myself speak right now, so I'm just going to... Great. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, absolutely. I think SVT's comp is looking really strong. I'm pretty surprised that they didn't ban the Ash, but that's all right. I think Paw Patrol does have a good get in and get out kind of team comp, especially with the mobility from the Jax and the Tristana and the Kane, as well as the Black Shield. I think they'll be able to get out of certain sticky situations. So I think that's what SVT is gonna need to do, is to peel away from the massive engage from SVT and slowly win smaller trades. Slowly win smaller trades, play it back a little bit, and go for objectives. Because that's what Violet Sociocat excels at, is taking control of the objective, whether it's Dragon, whether it's Baron, whether it's Towers. You gotta have to play to that strength of objective control, especially with Tristana bombs as well. I think that's going to be the major key point of Paw Patrol's win condition, while SVT's win condition is literally pick someone, find someone, kill them, bloodbath ensues, just like our team. And so I actually I want to give my vote. I still want to give my vote to to Paw Patrol, I think. Just because of that, just because of their win condition being able is not necessarily team fight, but this like objective controls. I think I really like that idea from Paw Patrol. I'm gonna give my win to Paw Patrol.
I'm gonna have to say I think it's gonna be SVT. I just like the team comp way better. They have Vitatus on their team, and if he pops off, he really pops off. So I think SVT is gonna pull it off.
And oh look, the new 567 is back, aka Scripted 12. I heard about you. Last person. Rip Lolly Hentai, no, Lolly Hentai Police, sorry, talked about you, so hello there. And Renwolf, hello. Give us a hashtag Paw win or hashtag SVT win. SVT is blue side and Paw is red side. So give us that hashtag SVT win or hashtag Paw win. Thank you. And keep going. Because you're going to be the shouty one. I'm going to just stay in the back and kind of talk.
So I'm letting you talk right now. Let it get all the way, and I'll do all my shouting later.
Oh, great. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm really digging also from Paw is just the yeah, like I said, the mid Cho'Gath is going to be, especially if the Cho'Gath is able to wave clear quick efficiently and then be able to roam, she'll be able to just, especially post 6, just munch on dragons, munch on Rift Herald. I think that extra over 1k damage on neutral objectives is actually going to be pretty big. Granted, you have to be careful of Vitalis' Zed roaming around. If he gets the priority on the map, he'll just roam around, roam top or roam bot, and just literally murder everybody.
It's going to be really interesting to see how the first 6 levels go for this mid lane, because that's probably going to determine how who has the advantage from the mid lane for the remainder of the game.
And now I'm just gonna look at some of these mastery points, because I love watching mastery points. Sometimes it's the coolest thing, and we have the 321 mastery points on Cho'Gath. Oh my gosh, that's so many points on Cho'Gath.
I was playing a game earlier today with a Xin Zhao that had over 2 million mastery points on Xin Zhao, and he was terrible.
Anyways, who wins the skin game here? That's my question. I personally like the Gentleman Cho'Gath. He's such a gentleman.
Yeah, Gentleman Cho'Gath is one of the best skins in the game, hands down.
Absolutely. You want some cheese with that wine. And whenever my enemies would complain about the champion, I would just spam that taunt. Would you like some cheese with that wine?
Nice.
And we pause at 10 seconds, okay?
Yes. If it ever decides to play.
Yeah, that's always the question too, right? So we pause at 10 seconds, okay?
Okay.
9, 10.
Paused.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're playing. And I will adjust the thingy so that y'all don't have to. Y'all can see all the champions in proper order. And I can turn off the time thingy now. Great, fabulous. All right, we'll see.
It looks like Paw Patrol is doing a fairly standard 5-point, or 4-point really, guarding, and it took SVT a little bit longer to spread out, but they're doing pretty much the same thing. Just keeping an eye on the river. No one's really invading right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We're kind of uneventful, kind of boring. That's all right.
That's okay. Sometimes the best games are uneventful right at the beginning.
I don't know. I like Clown
What's
Fiestas.
really curious is Cho going to help leash, or is Kane gonna go right for those?
Oh, Tankfield Juice is checking, face checking, and you know.
Let's talk a little bit about this this Astronautilus skin. Is also a fantastic skin.
The Astronautilus, yeah, it's not a bad skin. I dig
One
it.
of my favorites. I love the way they make him jump as he's moving, kind of like he's on the moon.
Anyways, we're seeing into the action, and Vitalis is already throwing this Razor Shuriken onto Violet Sociocat. And the comet comes out.
And you're doing my job.
Sorry, go.
But really not much action, just some trades going on back and forth. Look up in the top lane. We have some trading going on. Jacked popped his, I forget, is it W? But he heals right back up with a potion. Tankfield Juice is doing an excellent job of utilizing his passive to get some of those little stuns out on Chad Penguin, and that's allowing him to do some really good job on trading.
Auto attacks for the win. Free auto attack routes.
In the mid lane, it looks like Violet Sociocat is out trading Vitalis right now.
However, keep in mind that
Oh, we have a little bit of action going on in the bot lane with bomb thrown on Ali, but that is he walks away. We have another stun going up the top lane, but again, it's just some trading right now. Nothing really is happening. Oh, we have Cho'Gath. He got the combo of the knockup and silence on Vitalis, and Vitalis is ticking really low.
keep in mind that he did start Longsword 3 pots, so yeah, he actually has a little bit more sustain than you think.
That's true.
Because he has way more pots than the Cho'Gath does. So just keep that in mind. Granted, he's not winning the trades right now, but still.
Oh, we have Ali going in the bot lane. Morgana gets him with the snare, and it looks like they're going in. Bomb thrown on Ali. Ali jumps over, but the heal goes off from Torpedo. Ali still manages to get first. Sorry, not Ali, but Poppy still manages to get first blood. Another jump. Shyvana comes in for the gank. Shyvana will kill, but they trade back and forth. Shyvana's still going in on the Morgana, but the Morgana's gonna get away.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good trade coming in for Paw Patrol. Nice trading. Keep going in aggressively by Opie Puppy. Pretty good job actually. Because he kept that pressure, kept going and going. Yes, Opie Puppy was going to die, but still getting that 2 kills, which means he was gonna be able to get a little bit more item as we speak. Cho'Gath just goes in. Oh, not Cho'Gath. Zed goes in. But we see the Kayn coming in from behind. We'll see what happens
here. Now, Cho'Gath is really low on mana, so we'll see if he's going to be able to jump into the fight. And it looks like Kayn was just going in and kind of getting him to back off a little bit. Up, we have a knockup from Ali, but he misses.
Yeah? You know, that was a flash by Violet Sociocat, so burning that flash is actually still pretty big. And we see a little bit of trading going on, but I'm doing your job right now for some reason.
In the jungle, looks like we're having a fight brewing, but we got a flash from Shyvana. Kayn got Shyvana to flash, and now Shyvana is backing away.
And then we see Vitality just sitting, trying it back, but oh no, it might be a BM. It could just be BM.
I don't think it is. I think he probably thought that Violet Sociocat had backed off, but looks like Kayn is going in, but Vitalis is backing away safely.
Yeah, Zed is actually pretty safe with that Shadow being able to help him get away, and that auto attack.
Trading going on in the top lane. It looks like Jax is all inning. He doesn't have his ult yet. Neither of them have their ult yet, but then we have Tankfield Juice who manages to get a stun off. Oh, and Tankfield Juice pulls him in, shields, and Jax has to jump away.
Yeah, that's a low cooldown. It's not too bad of a trade, but
definitely in Tankfield's favor.
Absolutely, Tankfield just has a lot of base damage to that Nautilus. Nautilus E has a quite damage.
We have a snare from Morgana in the bot lane, but Ali's going to knock Poppy up before any more damage can be done.
Poppy?
It looks
mean
like
Tristana?
that's what I meant. Why are you saying? Oh my god. All right. Though I will say, it looks like Jax is all healed up and he's going in, but Shyvana, I think he sees Shyvana, and so backs off a little bit. A little bit to worry about. Tankfield Juice is low on mana, so that could cause some problems for him really soon if Jax keeps pushing up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Then, especially because Jax is just going to be able to shove that wave a little bit, and then just get more farm if he freezes right there. It's actually gonna be pretty yikers for Nautilus. He's gonna be significantly behind with that wave, especially with the teleport being down.
Meanwhile, we have 3 going in on the Ocean Drake in for Dragon. So neutral advantage to Paw Patrol. Really good call there.
Yeah, with like I said about Paw Patrol's team comp, they have a good amount of mobility and ability to take priority with Tristana's bomb AoE effect, as well as the Tormented Soil or Tormented Shadow by the Morgana, and just the pure objective control from Cho'Gath with the mobility of the Kayn. I think taking neutral objective is how they progress. That's going to be their strategy. That's how they're going to progress. So they're playing to their win condition. Pretty good.
I will say in the top lane, Jax managed to get a plate while the Nautilus had backed. So Jax is probably ahead right now. Yeah, it's definitely ahead right now.
Yeah, we can see right now, and he is only slightly ahead. Only slightly.
That's true. I have not traded my people around yet. Oh, we have a battle going. Kayn's going in on the Nautilus. Jax is, but Nautilus pops his ult and looks like he's going to escape.
He also flashed out. So there's no flash for another 5 minutes. And Super Kami
goes into the mid lane with an ultimate. Zed uses ultimate as well, and that is going to be a dead Violet Sociocat.
Dead Cho'Gath right there. That good Shyvana ultimate onto the Zed all inning.
It looks like Kayn is going in too. We'll see if he keeps following or if he's just Now it looks like he's just gonna clear the farm and back off.
I think that's going to be their plan. And then Super Kami grew, and Vitality is actually looking into taking their red to their blue buff. Yeah, Zed is just gonna go take their blue buff, while Torpedo takes a plate.
Yep. So it looks like we only have a 300 gold difference right now. So a really close game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So we see the BF sword BF sword and the pickaxe coming in from Tristana, and then from the Ashe has the Bilgewater cutlass and the boot, which means Tristana's gonna have way more damage, way more base damage with the 65 extra AD, as well as the magical boots and the attack speed. While Ashe only has the.
Note,
Go ahead.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and then Ashe. Oh, before we continue, we see a little bit of.
It looks like we have Jax going in, but Jax Tank Field Juice managed to hook himself away and get away safely.
And like I was saying, the ADC build, being a former ADC main myself, I noticed that Tristana is going to be able to have a lot more all-in potential, especially after Morgana lands the binding. Tristana is going to have a lot more all-inning potential just because Tristana has a lot more burst, a lot more overall damage. And then we see a TP coming in for bot lane.
Tank Field Juice going in.
The arrow going,
and he misses with his pull as well.
And the arrow got black shielded as well, so that's kind of unfortunate for Tank Field Juice, but good attempt. Good attempt going in, teleporting into bot lane. However, Ashe is able to sustain the lane a little bit with the Bilgewater Cutlass, providing that extra lifesteal. And being able to steal away.
Not Poppy.
Tristana.
Tristana is has more damage, but I think with the slows coming in from Ashe, as you know, especially late game, she could really just keep people in place and not allow them to get away. And so with the rest of their very high CC team, it's just one more thing that's going to make it harder for anyone on Paw Patrol to get away late game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we see a binding coming in from Beowulf. Pretty good binding, actually. Pretty bind, actually. Pretty good.
Probably was just a lucky guess.
Yeah, but still pretty good.
We might have... Kane was running away from Shyvana. Shyvana's headed towards the bot lane, but I don't think anything will come of it. Just kind of some Pasha going on. Zed going in on the Kane who flashes away. And we have an ultimate, a double ultimate from Shyvana and Zed, and they get the kill. You know, that's the second time they've done double ultimates. I'm not sure if that's coordinated or not, but if it is, then they're doing a really good job of that.
And then we see the counter strike coming in.
Top lane, we have some trade, and Chad Pegman gets the kill on Tankfield Juice.
And we see.
Meanwhile, we get another Ocean Drake, or an Ocean Drake for, and a kill for SVT, so they're now tied for Ocean Drakes. And roughly the same gold continues.
Yeah, and if you noticed, I want to see a replay of this later, but when Alistar flash comboed the Tristana, it actually interrupted Tristana's W, the rocket jump. So it actually disrupted the jump, forcing the flash out of the OP puppy. That was actually really well played by Allergic to Milk right there. I just have to give a special shout out to Allergic to Milk, disrupting the Tristana jump with that combo.
I mean, Alistar does seem to be a favorite. Maybe it's because I play with Slaga, but Alistar does seem to be a favorite of supports for this league.
Yeah, not as popular as Morgana, but it's actually a pretty popular pick ban as well. Alistar is not as big as Morgana in terms of favored pick bans, but in terms of supports, but pretty up there.
True story. I wish some of the support type tanks were more viable for the top lane. I would love to play me some Leona top. Just saying.
Yeah. That's fair. You know, don't let memes be dreams, I say.
No, I've tried it. It's terrible. That's just honesty.
And we see a combo coming in from
with the knockup, and a Zed flash, stun from the Alistar, but it looks like, and then the flash from the Cho'Gath. In the meantime, we have a couple of ults going in from the top lane and the jungler Shyvana, but they don't manage to get the kill. Still, Jax is just taking that tower in the top lane, and he's probably going to get.
And bot lane is also taking.
That's right.
Yeah, bot lane is also getting that tower as we speak. Oh my gosh, so much action, so much tower taking.
Really smart on, and it's kind of making your prediction come true, that Paw Patrol is just really going after those objectives hard.
Yeah, absolutely. That's their primary win condition. It's not whether they get the kills, because they're not really looking for kills. I mean, they can kill with the Tristana and the Cho'Gath, but they're gonna be using those abilities primarily to take whatever objective they could, whether it's neutral objectives or tower objectives.
Now that being said, Vitalis is 3-0 right now, and has gotten 1.5 items, so he's probably not that far away from starting to do some real damage to their champions.
So in terms of gold advantage, I will keep you an update. Beowulf have 600 gold advantage on the Morgana. The Obi Puppy have around 800 gold advantage over the Ashe on the Torpedo. And then Vitaldis actually has 1k advantage over the Cho'Gath. And same with Shyvana.
We have a fight brewing in the topside river, and we have an ult from Zed who will kill the Tristana. Goes after the Kayn who escapes, but meanwhile, Jax is going in on Ashe, and Jax is going to probably, kill her.
Yep, because you're not gonna get away from Jax just jumping every 5 seconds.
That's right. We have Ali going in with a knockup, and Shyvana using. Oh, but man.
Oh, he autoed it. He autoed the allergic to milk. Chad Penguin, no.
We have Zed going in and is going to. Oh, nice ult from Kayn, who managed to escape, but it looks like he's going to get killed anyway by allergic to milk.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then Violet Sociocat trying to find something, but I think she should back off. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Tankfield Juice is clearing some waves and getting some tower.
Tower. There's no playing anymore, so just trying to get tower.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it will be a little slower because he doesn't have Demolish. He has Shield Bash, most likely.
Probably smart for long-term games.
Oh, nice arrow onto Beowulf.
Some Ashe gets some slows. A nice knockback, but they managed to get the kill of Vitalis and allergic to milk, so they're probably going to get this Rift Herald for free.
They're going to have SVT is going to have to look for these kill opportunities, try to kill and pick them off when they're like by themselves, because that's where they strive, is picking them off.
Going in versus the Nautilus, and really smart of Kayn to pop his sweeper so he can see him in the bush. Meanwhile, however, Shyvana comes in and kills the Kayn. Good counter gank from Shyvana.
Shyvana hurts with that AP though. She has a Stork Booth as well as the Runic Echoes, so she is going to hurt. She's probably going.
Oh, great steal from Shyvana with her ult form. What is it, Q?
Yeah, it's the Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was actually a really
smart. Mid lane. Zed went in on Jax, but backs out with his Shadow. Now we have Tankfield Juice joining the team in the mid lane. Let's see what happens with the team fights when they have two of their front line instead of just one of their front line. Tankfield Juice is basically following Vitalis around, acting almost like his personal protector.
Yeah, Tank. That's gonna be Tankfield Juice's job, is to protect the carries, whether it's going to be Vitalis or the Torpedo. Most likely just protecting the Torpedo, but still, it's protecting that backline is going to be very huge for Tankfield Juice as well, with the depth charge being so helpful in that, as well as the passive, which I forgot what the passive is called.
Well, they're picking up more objectives as well, and really keeping that gold deficit really close. Oh, we have Brain just up. King got away. It was a fight, but then King got away.
And that was a flash from Allergic to Milk. Nice flash.
Oh, we have a knockup from the Kane and an exhaust, and Zed is gonna go in, but it looks like Zed is going to get killed by this Kane. Meanwhile, Ash is coming in, but Jax jumps on her and kills her. And man, just this Paw Patrol just completely wrecks the team. Ali flashes over the wall. We have a Jax jump and a stun, and that is going to be a dead Super Kamiguru.
And that is a triple kill coming in for Chad Penguin. If any of you Chad Penguin fans are here, give him the Chad P flex, boys and girls.
The Rift Herald, and that's going
and
to instant
in between.
kill this tower. Boom! No more tower.
And we see what Paw Patrol does best, is playing around towers, and finding mini corridors just to like protect the backline. As you saw, the Zed ulted the Tristana in the backline, but it didn't matter because they had a good enough peel from the Cho'Gath as well as the Kane and the Morgana. They weren't gonna be able to finish the job onto Tristana. Zed's death mark, as you noticed, did not finish Tristana and was able to get away scot-free.
Paw Patrol is doing a really good job of just pushing this game towards completion. That being said, I still think that SVT has the better long-term game plan as far as their team comp goes, and so we'll see over the next 4 to 10 minutes what happens with this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what does SVT need to do in order to get back into this game, particularly?
They need to stop dying. They need to farm, and if they can stay together, because I truly believe that they have the better team fight composition, and there were a lot of fights they took in the early game that where Tankfield Juice was off split pushing, which is not really something that Nautilus is good at. So I would have kept him with the team.
I agree, kind of, but you have to understand that.
Zed going in on the 3v1, and he uses his shadow to escape. Shyvana's coming in trying to help. Ash arrow on the Kane, and it looks like but there is. Oh my God! The outplays by Zed. He left his shadow, popped it back. It looked like Jax was gonna kill him, but he manages to escape.
Pretty nicely done by Zed. Zed being a little overzealous there, trying to kill Opie Puppy right there when there's the whole team under tower. So. And
it looks like Paw Patrol is going to go after this Baron, which is really smart because they knew that 2 of the other teams are going to have to back. Clearing out wards. They might start it. They might turn. It looks like they're going to prepare for a fight.
They're gonna dance around the Baron. Oh.
Nope. They're starting it right now. Let's see what happens. We have Shyvana coming in from the side river. Cho is sitting in the back. Oh, and they backed off for this team fight. We have a snare on the alley.
But it's an Alistar.
And she's just kind of. What did I say?
But it's an Alistar. So that's all I said. And we see the ultimate coming in. We see the depth charge coming in from Nautilus.
Going in. And we have a kill by Shyvana. It looks like this is going in the way that AP Shyvana is just doing some work. And now it looks like a 3-for-1 trade, and it looks like they're going to try get this Baron unless Kane manages to jump in and steal it.
That was a really good. I have to give a special shout out to Tankfield Juice right there with a really good depth charge.
In on the Kane, gonna ult the Kane. That Kane is dead. killed by the Ashe. Nice kill from the. I mean, kill secured. Excuse me, from the Ashe.
You had to kill him anyways before the mark went up, or else he could have stolen the dragon. So that's actually a pretty good on the Ashe, actually, just take that. Because we don't want that smite 50-50 to happen. So pretty good on the torpedo too. But like I said,
it is a 500 gold game. It is anybody's game right now.
But yeah, that was a really good depth charge by Tank Field Juice, being able to knock out multiple people and actually setting up for a nice Ash Arrow to lock down the team and just keep autoing them. Nice positioning from the torpedo. Good all-inning. So good job from SVT right there to get themselves back into the game. Now we'll see how Paw Patrol actually responds with this.
Nautilus has bought himself as well a Righteous Glory, I think. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that speed up is going to be really good for him and being able to go up in team fights and start doing his business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
we have a little fight going on between Jax and Nautilus in the bot lane. But Nautilus looks like he's trying to run away. Nautilus ults the Jax. But there is a Shyvana, so he might be going back in. Oh my god, that damage on the Shyvana! And just the stuns from Nautilus and the Shyvana damage. Jax just has no way to deal with that.
And then let's see a goal difference right here while we sit and wait for a little bit.
So I will say Shyvana is going after that Cloud Drake right now.
Yeah, the Shyvana, I think the biggest gold difference in the side of SVT is actually between the Shyvana and the Zed.
We have a Kayn going in on the farm around Tankfield Juice, but Tankfield Juice is just doing so much damage to him.
But most of the damage is coming from that empowered minions coming from that Baron. Because the Baron minions hurt. Just minions hurt in general. You don't want to fight in minion waves. Hurts.
That's true.
Painful.
Looks like there might be a fight brewing in the mid lane. They're just sieging that tower. I don't think there's anything that Paw Patrol can do about it.
Oh, Cho'Gath is going in.
Is going in deep on the Ashe, but Ashe flashes away.
Nice Righteous Glory coming in from Cho'Gath to run at the Ashe, forcing that flash right there. Anyways, back to that gold difference right there. We see a 1.3k gold lead coming in from Jax. Almost a 3k gold difference between the Kayn and the Shyvana. That Shyvana is 3 levels ahead as well of the Kayn. That Shyvana is going to hurt, especially with the Morellonomicon and the Gnash's Tooth. And then we see a 1.2k gold difference on Violet Sociocat. I mean, Zed having 1.2k gold advantage. But the bot lane of Paw Patrol is killing it.
Zed has more than a 1.2k gold advantage. Zed has like a 2.2k gold advantage.
I can't math. 2.1 now. Sorry, I can't do math.
It's okay. We're musicians. We only know how to count to 3 or 4.
I guess vocalists don't count. Doesn't count. Thank you. I mean, what? Anyways.
Aren't you a vocalist?
Yeah. Ignoring that. Anyways, let's keep going.
Did you just insult yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell. And me.
Oh, wait, we see that Alistar coming in with the combo, and we see that Beowulf just being. Oh, nice Zonias by Beowulf.
Beowulf who popped his, but he looks like, oh man, he gets away with 13 health. Wow.
Great stopwatch and flash away coming in by Beowulf.
Tankfield Juice going in on the Kayn, but Kayn managed to escape. We have a knockup from Cho'Gath onto the Super Comic Guru. Man, this makes me really want to play Shyvana, like a lot.
AP Shyvana hurts a lot. Just spit fireballs at people.
Top lane? Is that a thing? Is top lane AP Shyvana a thing? Because it should be. Man, these guys are just making me want to play all the things right now. Y'all need to hurry up and finish this game so I can get to playing some stuff.
Nautilus top. Nautilus top is fun.
I want to try Shyvana top.
Oh, and we see the
we have a
Cho'Gath
knockout
knockup.
from Cho'Gath, but that's really just kind of harassing him a little bit. Not much else Cho'Gath can really do right there.
It's only a 2.6k gold difference, or 2.8 now. You know, I'm just gonna stop counting.
I will say that 5 minutes ago, Paw Patrol was leading in the gold by about 1,000k, and now SVT is up by nearly 3,000.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Now it's like, I think it could. The goal difference is going to keep fluctuating based on the fights around these objectives and how these teams plays it.
I don't know. I think that SVT is starting to pop off, and like I've said before, it's just their general team comp and the way they're playing. I think that it's gonna, now that we've hit the 30-minute mark, especially. I mean, Zed has 3 items completed. Shyvana has 2.5 items completed. Jed's going in on the Kayn with an ult, and that, yep, it looks like the Kayn is dead.
Yeah, the Kayn unfortunately stepping up a little too far, especially with the Zed being able to just all in that poor Kayn, who's significantly behind already of the Shyvana.
Alistar's going in. We have, man, almost an instant kill from the AP Shyvana. An Ashe Arrow that missed its mark, but they were already dead, so probably fine.
Yeah, like
Shyvana's going in on Baron. Meanwhile, Zed is and Alistar are hanging around. Oh, we have a Jax stun, but Zed gets away with his shadow. And oh my God, in the bear pit, he escapes with 36 health. Shyvana going in on this Cho'Gath. And then a Cho'Gath does the stopwatch, but Shyvana gets the kill anyway. Meanwhile, Jax kills Alistar, while Tank Field Juice and then Zed and Tristana trade lives with each other, probably from that bomb from Tristana going off on the Zed afterwards.
Yeah, that was a nuke onto the OP puppy. Unfortunately, SVT is going to have to remain quite dominant and throughout these.
Oh, we have Jax going in on the Ashe, a knockup from Kayn, and that is a dead torpedo. However, Shyvana gets the second Cloud Drake, so that's 4 Drakes to 1 for SVT. But the Paw Patrol gets to kill Tank Field Juice as a consolation prize.
Yeah, pretty good consolation prize, but at the same time, you know, it's gonna be a little hard for them to catch up or not catch up.
It looks like Paw Patrol is gonna go in on this, or maybe they're just clearing. But they good. What do you call those things? The sight things. I forget.
Farsight?
Oh, they're going in. Paw Patrol's going in on Garen. What do you say?
Did you say Farsight? That's what you meant?
The little things you hit and they.
Oh, it means Cryer Bloom.
Yeah, that. So they know they're there. They know they're working on it. But there's just
a huge stun!
Arrow and
Huge arrow!
Oh my God! Zed and Shyvana just absolutely just murder their entire team.
A great fight setup.
Cho'Gath is trying really hard to escape, but man, what a fight! There is just nothing that it doesn't look like there's anything that Paw Patrol can do at this point.
Great fight setup coming in by the Ashe and the Alistar, just being able to Alistar combo multiple people and then Ashe Arrow stunning one person is just there's nothing that Paw Patrol could do at that point. That might be looking at least inhib towers.
It's gonna be at least
I mean,
one.
the Nexus tower.
We
Sorry.
have Alistar knock up on the Kayn. Oh my God! Zed going in and being just destroyed
He went
by the laser.
by the fountain.
But it's not enough. It looks like Paw Patrol is going to win this no matter what.
I mean SVT.
That is, That's what I meant. SVT is gonna win this no matter what.
That was really interesting to watch that final fight at Baron. And let me just turn this down. Blah blah blah. And
What
this.
a game.
Um.
So let's take a look at a damage chart.
Okay, I'll pull it up for you. Pull it up for everybody. Because everybody do like that damage chart.
The two of them combined did more damage than like the entire of Paw Patrol.
Well, just the Zed, because Chad Penguin had this.
Combined.
Oh.
The two of them combined did, I think, more damage than the entirety of Paw Patrol combined.
True, but I think a good case.
No, not quite.
So MVP. Who are you thinking of MVPs here? 'Cause go ahead.
I've got to give it to the Shyvana.
Really sold by the AP Shyvana, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know the champion is legitimately just way overpowered. And Phytotis like did a phenomenal job in Zed, especially when it looked like he wasn't doing that good. But that Shyvana was really, I think, what allowed them to make the plays and to be where they needed to be.
But I think I want to make a huge case for allergic to milk on the Alistar. Bringing multiple setups as well as quite a bit of roaming coming into mid lane, as well as some nice engages to set up the multiple kills, especially towards that last fight with the torpedo and the and tank field juice and everybody in the team. It's just like being able to knock out multiple people. I think that was super good on allergic to milk. Support's being underappreciated a lot, but it's all right.
I don't know.
That's a support's job.
I think Slaga's gotten MVP more than anybody else on my team. So.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. But you can't be hot. You can't be hot and cool like him all the time.
That's
true.
Are you gonna make a thing?
I am right. I'm on the process. I'm just trying to spell Vitautas Theodiesis. Okay, there it goes. I can't spell.
Just spell. Just say VY. They know.
I like spelling. I like doing people justice. Okay.
Okay.
And the stroll poll has been made. Oh wait, that's pro draft. That's not straw poll. And I believe this is a straw poll, and the straw poll is open, so go vote.
Go vote.
Yeah, go vote.
Or
I made
go
it.
look at the pick bans from the previous game. It's already happened now.
No,
well,
I didn't.
Spoilers, SVT won.
I'm dumb and sent pro draft, so ignore that first link. But yes, I am.
At least it was the old pro draft.
Yeah, at least, right? And then we see 4 votes on Super Kami Guru on that Shyvana, so we might see a Shyvana first MVP. Anyways, we're gonna cut the stream for VOD purposes, and we will be right back with game 2. Okay.